you thought hard on the location of your fortune before passing. You wanted an elf to find it. You urge whoever tastes your flesh to go and enjoy what you cannot. You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes. She nods.
How?
A wide smile cracks across her tear-streaked face, exposing a big gap where her two front teeth should be.
A little boogie. You! You're funny. You can have this. I found it outside, but I can't read it yet. That's next year, and then I'll learn it.
The child wipes her eyes and, grinning, plunks herself down on the earthen ground. She starts tracing shapes, hearts, stars, and diamonds into the dirt.
Where is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late! Never mind, it is not your concern. You leave. But...
She leans forward. Her eyes are wet with fear as she takes your hand.
Please, do not lead anyone here. Fear, alas! I'm sorry, dear one, but you must...
A serene elf potters between his plants. Noticing your interest, he beckons you over with a smile.
Oh, kin, come, come. I know this hellish place seems devoid of welcome. But look, Tyr Sendilius smiles. My seedlings grow strong. May their life bring joy to our own. Isn't nature just marvelous? Ah, it's good to meet a fellow green thumb. Here, a gift from one gardener to another.
Beaming widely, he hands you a bucket and a seedling before patting your hands affectionately. The jolly expression on his face falters and drops. Hollow-eyed, he twists and turns the plant in his hands until it is no more than dead leaves and dirt.
Death fog. All gone. All gone. All gone. My Mindula. No more. No more my Samil. My Valeria.
His mouth sets in a stern line, cruel and stubborn.
After that, I took life. I took all the life that was taken from me. And then some. And more. And more. And more.
Your words seem to jolt him back to the present moment. He shakes his head, and the mask of hatred disappears. He smiles again, even wider than before, yet his eyes stay hollow.
Oh, look at me, reminiscing about the olden days again. Far better to work the soil, to tend the seedlings, to make life, to make life, to make life.
The elf returns to his planting, grinning and humming a happy little ditty under his breath.
You feel it, Can you feel the darkness approaching? Does it cast a long shadow on you as it does me? My heart frosts over as if I've been violated by nothingness itself. It threatens to consume me. It threatens to consume all.
What's happening to these turtles? They're transforming.
Swallowed too much seawater by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
A group of magisters circle an elf, weapons drawn. The hound barks to draw their attention.
Sir, we've got company.
Ah, planning an ambush with this scion, were you? You can store the mystical elven faff. I was there when the death fog fell on your forests. Your hedge magic weren't much use then, eh?
You! I try to give you a chance. More than your divine order give mine.
Oh, sir. Her armor!
The scion twitches in sudden rage, and her armor uncoils, as if made of living vines.
No more chances.
I've got a new stick for you to chew on.
Your maker.
Greet the Reaper.
The elf murmurs, stroking her armor as if soothing a wild beast. It is incomplete, and made, it seems, from the vines themselves.
The spores grieve. They wish only to create, not kill.
This is why they grow armor from the vines, do you see? To protect me. It is the Magisters who destroy, who separate the spores, anger them. Yes, you know the ancestor trees, but the spores are more, older, powerful enough to restore our forests, perhaps. But the Magisters capture me before I can try. They send most of them away, and in wrong hands. Magister hands.
She gestures at the entangled corpses, vines still spattering gore onto the deck.
That or create a new one. Anything is possible. The armor is alive. Do you see? Think what else they grow. I complete the armor. You already do. The armor guides me now. When it is complete, perhaps we walk among the ancestor trees together.
The vines have split the corpse's chest with incredible force. Thin roots wriggle from limbs and nail beds, anchoring it to the ground. The vines encircle a rough depression, as if something held there was violently torn free. Before you even registered the cool flesh, the vines lash around your wrist and drag you close. They pulse, tightening mercilessly, and release you, withdrawing sluggishly, as if sated, for now.
It's really you. You gave him hell, did you?
She sits at full attention, utterly wrapped in your retelling.
It may just be you. The one. You might be her.
She clasps her blackened hands before her and seems for a moment on the verge of weeping.
Then you're our best hope. You may become the one.
She looks around, checking for prying ears, and lowers her voice.
It would mean everything. The one will prove herself above all others. The one will become divine. You may be the one to save us all. There's only one thing to do. I've got to set you free. Your collar. Let me take it off. They may do just that. You'll have to be careful. But even if you're caught, you stand a better chance of getting out of here than any of us. And with the collar off and your powers returned to you, you'll be unstoppable. What a privilege on me.
She manipulates the ring around your neck in several quick yet intricate motions. Off pops your collar, and a sense of relief swirls from deep within you.
You hear me now. You get out of this place. You keep fighting. You become the one. And you think of old Nibora when it's all over.
Get that girl and her head sucker out of here.
I guess he's talking about you?
Let's just see about that. Hey, loudmouth. What gives?
I'm trying to relax here, aren't I? Whatever's going on with you and your passenger, I don't really need it in my vicinity.
You can see it.
See? Nay. Sense? Good gods, yes.
You're a mystic too.
Mystic? Ha! Used to be a sort of demonologist, though. Was learning the arts, at least. Never did have much of a knack for it, to be honest. Studied under a real maestro, though. Learned this and that, too. Well, he's not here in Fort Joy, I'll tell you that much.
Come on, make yourself useful. There's got to be something you can do.
Well, I might be able to tell you exactly what's inside you. Might be any number of things. A ghost, a floater, a lucid dreamer who took a wrong turn somewheres. Let me try something.
He places a thumb on each of Losa's temples and one foot gently on hers.
Now, let's see. Holy, holy, holy. You ought to thank your lucky stars. That thing hasn't turned you into a meat puppet by now.
Crick on a cracker.
You need help. Serious help.
Don't I know it?
Do me a favour. Get out of here and hie to the north of Driftwood. My old master was hot on the heels of something there, and if anyone can help you, he can.
Driftwood, Old Master, Hot Hills. Got it.
I don't dare say it now. Not while our guest is listening. Don't you worry. With something like that inside you, Loser, he'll either come to you, or you'll be drawn to him soon enough. Isn't right to save the entire realm from divine, damned chaos.
Please. Prepare yourself.
Glory is mine!
To none. Please. Please. Healing. I need healing. Of course. Of course. There's a boat that can take you into the dunes beyond. 2 associates of mine run it. I can show you where, but they'll kill you on sight if you don't know the proper password. Heal me, and I'll gladly tell you. I feel it at work upon me already. Thank you, my friend. That is what separates you from the Divine Order. There is a waterway, a boat. Hand me a map. It isn't far. You'll meet some associates of mine. Tell them Madame Zur sent you, and they'll let you pass. Enough to matter, not enough to stage a coup.
The Voidwoken have people terrified, not only for their lives, but for the very air they breathe, the sun that shines upon them.
Dallas and Alexander offer a solution. People need solutions at a time like this, no matter the consequences. Some people, anyway. No, I imagine not. She's the headmistress of an orphanage in the far north. She keeps sorcerer children safe from the Divine Order. I can think of no nobler soul in all the realm. With her help, we've saved countless children from Dallas and Alexander, and we aim to save many more. You've given me a second life. I won't soon squander it, or forget what you've done. Thank you. Healed. Thank you, my friend. I will settle this debt.
The elf's skin is pale as a corpse's, but his face contorts with inscrutable emotion. Joy, horror, and rapture flash over him like the changing surface of a pond. His eyes lock onto yours.
It's you! No, no, it's you. It's...
His back suddenly arches as he spasms in pain.
Oh! I know it's you. You're like me, see? I'm not the last. The bishop doesn't count. No, he doesn't count. I'm done for, but you... There's still hope.
He screws up his face, as though trying to see a small dot on a far horizon.
You? Why, you're everything. You need to go. Dallas, after she took me, she did something... My head. I feel like someone's rummaged their fingers through my skull. Get out while you can. Bye-bye, love. Tell them I say hello when you make it out. They'll be looking for me. Tell them.
Get out of here! Where are the guards? Guards, help! You can't silence me. Guards! Guards, come quickly! There's a sorcerer in my cell! She's unlocked the door! Guards! Why isn't anyone coming? I'm being guarded! I'm being guarded!
You'll see. They'll get their hands on you and then...
Are you here for the pointy lock undoer? Oh, good. That's for you, then. Bye-bye, flea scratcher my bob. This place? Well, the fleas seem very happy, at the very least.
Something's up ahead.
You there, whatever you are. Did Brackus send you? Is he ready to apologize? Brackus is gone. You're telling me that my Brackus, my betrothed, is no more? He's gone? You're absolutely, positively sure? That means I'm free. I can take suitors, find myself a real prince. Not like that scoundrel Brackus. I've lost too much time on that wastrel Brackus as it is. Take this proclamation and see that all hear of it. Princess Zenthia of the Firelands is free once more. Go now. I expect the most eligible kings and suitors to be petitioning for my hand in marriage as soon as possible. I suppose the small folk of Rivellon ought to know my tale. All was well after my engagement to Brackus for a time, but then he started to pay less attention to me. He had mind only to play around with his blasted sauce follies. I gave him a good tongue-lashing about it in front of the whole court. But, well, it didn't have the desired result. He transmogrified me and all my servants into the beasts you see before you. I will not yield, though. I remain royalty, right to my very core.
Princess Zenthia of the Firelands. Heed her laws, or feel her wrath. Very well, you'll know not to cross her in that case. Continue on your business, then, limb beast.
Muffled sounds suggest that this scuffed old door leads up to the fort's main floor. It's bound to be crawling with magisters.
Whatever lies ahead, it has been a pleasure travelling together.
Let's think twice about this. I don't fancy facing a mob of magisters.
Good. Let them try to catch us.
With you at my side, I don't fear what lies beyond.
The more the merrier. It's been too long since my last bloodbath.
The more the merrier. It's been too long since my last bloodbath.
The creature looks at you blankly. A faint, low groan rumbles beneath its stitched lips. The creature doesn't acknowledge your question. It stares at the ground and shuffles away.
First, tell me when...
What the flying hell? Karen, you said this way was clear.
But that's what the log said, sir. No one's all for us to be here.
Well, the log was wrong, you idiot. I hope for your sake no one will miss him.
The Magister cocks his head, seemingly surprised at what he heard.
That's so. Tell me, what do you know about Zor? That she surely is. That she surely is. Never was known for her patience, was she? If you're taking this run, the kid'll have to go with you. Feisty one, too. Liable to jump into the canal if you don't watch him close. That right, Han? He'll be all right once he gets settled in. We won't delay you. Karen and I have guard duty coming up. At least we won't be late this time. What with Dallas sniffing around for escapees. Good luck to you.
The boy stands back from you, steady eyes narrowed in a wary stare.
Who are you?
I'm Han. So, you helped me out just there, and I'd like to return the favour. You want to get out of here? I've a boat here with plenty of room. Let's go. There's a place not far from here that's safe enough for our kind. It's out in the swamps. Ain't a home, but you can breathe for a minute and figure out what to do next. Les came in to help someone escape and got nabbed before I could sneak back out. I'd ask you the same question, but we're a little short on time here. You're telling me. Jump in the boat and I'll take the oars.
A boat? I'd thank the Divine, but... well...
The sturdy raft bobs in the canal's...
It might stink, Quercus, but at least...
We made it out. Good. Better get a move on to safety before anything spots us.
He gives you a searching look.
Trust's more valuable than coin round here. You helped me, so I hope I'm making the right choice in trusting you. You need a place to lay low for a while. I know a safe enough place. My friends there are all in pretty bad shape, but it's safer than out here, that's for sure. Badlands. Even Magisters stay away. Well, usually. They figure any sorcerers who head in here are as good as dead. For the most part, they're not wrong. Only one tiny hidden nook is safe. Hand me a map and I'll mark the way. But be careful. They don't notice me most of the time. Beasts, spectres, bones, even void-woken sometimes. Seen things in here I've never even read about in fairy tales. Even saw a winter dragon once. Ha! Well, good luck. Hope you stay alive out there. If you make it, ring the bell outside and tell Bahara I sent you. She's not quick to trust strangers. I'm heading there now. I suggest you do the same. Good luck.
The cat purrs loudly as it curls itself around your ankles.
Thank you for freeing me from that awful place. The air is so much clearer here, wild and free, just like me. And I remember who I am now, a wizard's cat. But the spell-flinging stinker left me behind, without as much as a look over his shoulder. Bah! It's as if I never made myself a bed on his bony legs, or never chased away the mice that'd bite through his books. Oh, so he is. I guarded his library like a griffin would a princess's bedchamber, and look where it got me. I can still hear him now, the crusty old cad. We had us a cruise and 6 days in the sun, but grave duty calls, so I have to run. Too dangerous, my charge, for you, dear old boy. Lest you stay here in jolly Fort Joy. Yes, where they roast your bottom over a grill. That'll teach him to leave me stranded among those red robes with their prickly magic sticks. No, it's quite clear to me that you are much more worthy of an honest cat's company. You just call for me and I'll be there, all cuddles and claws at your service.
That, of course, was so many years ago now. I can hardly remember the smell of his skin anymore. Oh, but I've told you about that many times before, haven't I?
Flesh not freely given. Stolen blood.
You aren't tired of my stories, are you? Can you even hear me in there?
As the Magister turns to face you, you feel Fane stepping up behind you.
Have you seen these contraptions? This must be the Magister freak the blacksmith was referring to. He may have the very tool I need to craft my mask.
Fane cheerfully explains that he needs something to rip off a person's face. even demonstrating the idea by reaching over and tugging on the Magister's cheeks. Rather than reacting with horror, the Magister seems excited, very excited. He explains that he might have just the thing.
Unfortunately, the Magister does not seem willing to part with it, no matter what Fane offers. The undead turns and storms away.
Who are you, you lovely little fairy?
He reaches out and places a hand on yours.
So fascinating. Living bark, living wood. Please, come in. Oh, do make yourself at home, won't you? Well, this is my playground. A little sanctuary away from the ugly world upstairs. And my games, well, they leave marks. You're not listening, darling. Perhaps we should start with making a little more space within those ears of yours. Come, come.
to none.
maneuvers, Quackers!
Oh, how
Keep well out of sight of the Magisters.
Guards! What's this elven prisoner doing in here? Your Honor, I beg your pardon. She must have slipped her watchman. You! Who let you out your cell? Come along. You'll be tried when you're called. You'll do as you're told, or I'll knock some teeth out of that high-born mouth. Now get over here!
Let's not be hasty, Magister. This ought to be an education for all of us. Tell me, sorcerer, what did you hope to gain by interrupting these proceedings?
Sister, do not stay here. You must run. Run!
The only travesty is that anyone could be unwilling to sacrifice what must be sacrificed. All that you give up, you give back to the realm. It's very simple, and very selfish to refuse. Source attracts Voidwoken. Voidwoken bring death. As long as Source is contained, the Voidwoken will remain at bay. The Divine is dead. Have you forgotten? We are on our own. There is only us and what we can do to protect each other. A very brave claim, made by many throughout the realm. And I'll see to it that they remain alive long enough to argue the point until we die of old age. Warm in our beds. Ah, a wonderful question. How to explain it? You see, with this wand, I can leech the source from within you. You'll no longer attract Voidwoken. All this talk. Why don't I just show you? Madam, please do hold still.
No! Animal! Beast! Slug! Please! No! Ugh!
Perfection. Here you have it. A sorcerer who no longer draws death and destruction to our realm. A sorcerer cured of the terrible power that once consumed her. A sorcerer healed. This elf has sacrificed her source. Some might say the spark of life within her. But she has done so in the name of us all. She is a hero. I would have loved for you to have seen our point, my friend. It would have made your transformation all the more rewarding for both of us. But the Divine Order doesn't need you to understand. It only needs you to accept. Now it's your turn to repent, my friend. I'm so glad you joined us here today. Even if you can't admit it to yourself, perhaps now you realize how crucial you are to our salvation.
to none.
You're not trying to escape.